So we said this is gonna be the hot seat.
Yeah.
So it's about to get a little hot. We're
already.
gonna turn the temperature up. We're gonna turn the temperature up, okay? You ready for that? Okay.
Wait,
Okay, so let's do a
that booty roller.
if you averaged out how much you made for the week, how much would you say that was in any given week on average? Does the size make any difference into how much you enjoy it? So you feel like you're wifey material?
For me. For sure. And if they feel like I'm not,
So you tell me, what are the traits or qualities that you have that make you wifey material? You did get your channel monetized, right? Congratulations for that. Congratulations. And so then the question becomes, do you enjoy the paid sex more or the non-paid sex that you just have with your boyfriends or whoever? They're not necessarily doing, it's not ghetto gaggers for white ghetto people. It's ghetto gaggers, meaning that white men are being very disrespectful towards black women. You don't see a problem with that? What's up, YouTube? The B-side is monetized. I really appreciate that. Go check it out right now if you haven't. Those videos are lit. And make sure you check me out on Instagram at Marcus the Interviewer. Now back to the content. All right, so we're gonna put you on the hot seat. So I got a couple of questions, right? And we're gonna start with the career. Okay?
starting early.
Starting early. We're gonna jump right into it, okay?
Okay,
so what age did you start doing that?
Whew. I'll say I'm 29. I started in 20. I don't know. I'll say 2018. I'll just leave it at that.
2018, so about maybe 6 years ago?
Yeah.
She was about 23 years old?
Yeah, oh, that's crazy.
And so, yeah, because I mean, you wasn't like extremely young or anything like that. What was the mindset that made you say, I'm gonna go ahead and do this?
It started off this dude from PA. He hit me up talking about the premium Snapchat. So, you know, he put me on with that. I did that for a while. And then I also met
So tell us about that real quick, because I've never seen or done the premium Snapchat stuff. So what happens? What is that like? Tell us how that is.
So basically, you charge people to watch you do exclusive stuff, like it be FaceTime calls, just show like your news and stuff, but they pay you for it basically.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of like OnlyFans, but it's like they message you and y'all just go from there, like on some private stuff.
Okay. And so how much money was you making from that?
At the time, I think I was charging $30 for like 10 minutes. So it was definitely easy money. Real easy money.
Were you smiling when you say that?
It's so easy, like, because a lot of times it don't take 10 minutes. It could take 2 minutes and you don't make $30. But that was just my price back then, what I started with.
Right, but when I say how much was you making, like if you averaged out how much you made for the week, right? Because I don't know how many 10-minute sessions you did, right? So if you averaged out how much you made for the week, how much would you say that was in any given week on average?
Off a FaceTime call, I would just say a couple hundreds, because it depends.
Okay, so like not even kind of like $1,000 in a week?
I wasn't doing it that much.
Okay, so it's kind of like side hustle, side money type deal.
Yeah, I was doing like it was like consistent. It was just like one of those, if I promote it, someone hits me up type of thing. Like, yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't like a job, like.
Okay. Was you working at the time?
I don't think so.
So that was your only source of income?
Yeah, I did used to work at Walmart.
You used to work at Walmart?
I did.
Okay.
Did I quit? Or did I get fired? I can't remember. Oh, no, I think I got fired from Walmart.
Why'd you get fired from Walmart?
I don't know. Maybe maybe a time management thing, probably. If I can think about it.
Show up to work on time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was like a time management thing of why they let me go. But these jobs, they suck.
Well, I mean, you know, Walmart is Walmart, right? Like,
yeah,
we're not,
that's
you
why
know.
I can't work a 9 to 5. I gotta be my own boss, because come on now, really?
I get that. You know, y'all folks in y'all 20s say that, right? And I get it. I felt the same way in my 20s, but I also knew that you got to work towards being a boss. You don't just come out and at 18 you're a boss, right? You got to put in the work. So
yeah, I just realized I had all these jobs and realized that's not for me. I'd rather just do my own thing. So that's why I've been doing the sex work thing, and to me that's me being my own boss, whether people see it that way or not.
No, it is.
My body was my business, okay?
It is. And so I guess I'm trying to figure out like how much money you made doing it, right? Because if you're gonna give up your body, if you're gonna do all that stuff, it seems like you should definitely benefit from it. You know what I'm saying?
I look at that more like a hustle though, not like something I was making.
Big money.
Think about it, I was.
How much was you making per scene? How much was you making per scene?
I made $900 off a scene. I made $1,500 off a scene. I made $500 off a scene.
And how often would you do these scenes?
Some were like back to back, like it was like bookings back to back, and some were like spread out. Cause I traveled too, like so it was like spread out. Yeah.
Okay. So we said this is gonna be the hot seat.
Yeah.
So it's about to get a little hot. We're gonna turn the temperature up. Okay? You ready for that?
Use my language. I'm not supposed to cuss on YouTube. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, so if I recall, I think that at some point you did a scene with ghetto gaggers.
Yes.
Why?
It's funny because there was another big star. I don't know if y'all know her, but Chanel Hart. She from PA, y'all, and I was real cool with her. And there was a time she told me not to do it, and I did it. But I'm not gonna lie, I ended up doing it. Cause I needed some money, y'all. I guess I was desperate at the time, and so yeah, so I went through with it. And to me, people really have a misconception of ghetto gaggers. Like, it's their job. Like, they're professional. Like, I didn't have no issues. They made me feel comfortable and everything, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, they're literally, in some instances, pissing and shitting or spitting on black women. Okay? Yeah. And so it's just... It's more disrespectful than the average porn, and it's racially based. Okay, they're not necessarily doing. It's not ghetto gaggers for white ghetto people. It's ghetto gaggers meaning that white men are being very disrespectful towards black women. You don't see a problem with that?
I just feel like it's like a job. You just show up, you do your job, get paid, you go home. Like, I know them personally, they're not like that, but that's the type of job. And I don't think, if you watch my scene, they weren't that harsh racially towards me. Like, they went in me, but they didn't, I feel like, went in on me like they probably did other people. And I'm not saying it's right, but all I know is I feel like I had a great professional experience with them, and I didn't take it personally. I looked at it like literally a job, like literally.
Okay.
Literally.
I mean, well, you know, you got a son. You got two sons, right?
Yeah, but at the time I only had one, and he wasn't with me at the time.
No, I get that, but he's gonna grow up, and he's gonna become a young man. And so, as a young man, you know, people are gonna look up his mom and stuff like that, and they're gonna see those scenes. And you know, it's one thing to have, like I say, the scenes with the black guys and everything else. It's another thing to have those scenes with the ghetto gaggers where they're being intentionally, rude and nasty towards, black women.
I'm sorry, but in the beginning, before I even shot the first scene, I thought it was funny. Because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I just really thought this would be some different experience for me. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I was for the thrill.
Well, and listen, I get it, right? I'm adventurous myself, but
yeah, I look at it like
but do you have any concern for what your son is going to go through when he's older, and people are going to, kind of make fun of him because his mom did certain porno scenes?
Well, so far that has not happened to him, and he's 9, and I feel like,
well, right, okay,
what grown person would tell a young person?
So what about when he's 19? What about when he's in college, or he's a young man out here, and the internet lasts forever, right? Those scenes ain't going nowhere. People will be able to look it up whenever they want. Then what?
But who's gonna be the one checking? Grown people telling my kid this stuff?
No, people the same age, his peers.
Well,
so in other words, guys like to make fun of other guys. Like, we like to mess with each other and stuff like that. And so what's gonna happen? Like, in other words, he's gonna have to develop some really tough skin.
I feel like when he gets older, if it do rise to the surface, I'm gonna have a talk with him, and he's gonna know his mom. He's already gonna know who his mom is. He's gonna know my character. He's gonna know what I did, what I sacrificed, the risks I took, and I feel like that will grow him. Like, that'll make him respect me, and he will, at least he'll know from his mom. Like, and he sticks beside his mom and loves his mom, and I feel like anybody who's really there for him, or friends, people in school, whatever, they'll respect him. Now, if it's like outsiders, like maybe try to make fun of him, I mean,
nah, listen.
I can't think that far. I've
got middle school.
I don't think he's gonna have that issue, to be honest.
I've got a middle schooler and a 9th grader. I can tell you that at those ages, those kids definitely have access to any porno scene they want to see, and they are ruthless when it comes to making fun of their friends at that age. They are ruthless.
They just gonna like, but how will they find out who's telling the kids though?
Oh, they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out, like, because
I don't see it happening.
That's just how kids are, man. They're gonna find these videos online. They're gonna find me talking about it, and they're going to go look up West Indian Mommy or whatever, and they're gonna
be like, my mom did what she had to do. She did her thing. She got paid for it.
And then they're gonna be like, your mom's a. They're gonna be like, your mom's a 304 or your mom's a slut. And he's gonna get into. He's gonna get into fights about that. Is my point. So like, if you could talk to the future son, your son in the future, what do you have to say to him? Tell him anything that you want to tell him as far as that goes.
Your mom's gonna ride or die for you, and don't pay attention to the negative people. Like they're haters, and you know your mom did what she had to do, and that's just life. And just like for you, if you for example, not saying you're gonna do it, if you chose to do porn, I'm just gonna stick beside you and respect you, and just make sure you're safe doing it, you're educated doing it, you're not just doing it to be a follower. It's a whole point of supporting. And
I get that,
I don't feel like, and porn's not bad. Why do you make it feel like porn's bad? Like,
well, I mean, here's the thing.
Not bad.
Here's the thing. You're kind of, well, right, but you're doing it for money, right? So in other words, let me ask.
Enjoy it too.
I was about to say, let me ask a couple of logistical questions, right? So you just tapped into one of them. So okay, let me just ask. When it comes to sex,
I was trying new things.
When it comes to sex, do you orgasm in sex?
I feel like I have orgasms, but
no, I'm asking just in regular sex. Do you orgasm? No. But here's the thing: 70% of women have not orgasmed. If
like
if my statistics are correct, 70% of women have never orgasmed. Okay, so there's a lot of women out there, the majority, that have never experienced an orgasm.
I'm glad I'm not the other one.
Okay, so that's not you.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Okay, so you would say that you are in that category of never experiencing an orgasm?
I'm more, well, let's put it like this way. I'm more of submissive, so I'm more of a pleaser. So if I didn't come and the dude nutted already in me, I'm okay with that. Now, me doing it myself, yeah, I have. But with a guy, I feel like I had some orgasms, but it's not like something that just happens all the time. But like I said, I'm more of a pleaser.
If you feel like you had, quote unquote, some orgasms, you probably didn't orgasm. Because you ain't gonna guess about it. Like, you're gonna know.
I really don't care.
You don't care about orgasm, about busting the good old nut and feeling that thing
myself.
Flow through your body like, oh.
No, for a fact, I've experienced that with a guy before. I mean, that happen all the time, but I have experienced that. And what I'm saying is I have masturbated myself, and it's a good feeling. Is that with like toys? Temporary feeling.
Is that with toys, or is that with just your hands and fingers?
I love the vibrator, but I also didn't need a vibrator. I would just use nothing.
I was about to say, you gotta watch those vibrators, man, because those vibrators gonna kill your coochie.
They're gonna kill you.
They're gonna kill your nerves, okay? Like, trust me, you ain't gonna be able to buzz.
I haven't tried those other stuff, like what is it, the rose?
The rose and all that stuff. Yeah, listen.
Stuff,
salute to the rose, man, but the rose is gonna make your stuff desensitized. It's gonna make it a lot harder for a guy to be able to get you to orgasm through just penetrative sex. You know what I'm saying? So then the next question is, do you enjoy the sex that you have when you're paid? And then the second part of that question is, which one do you enjoy more, the paid sex or the sex that you just have naturally without being paid?
I'll say both, but some paid ones, you may not always be compatible with someone, but you're not the one choosing the person you're shooting with. So because the guy could be feeling on his part and you just there, but you're getting paid. But I feel like I've enjoyed both parties. Like, I feel like I've done things I never done before in porn that brought things out of me I didn't even know I could experience. So I appreciate that. Like, where they came to like threesomes, doing double penetration things.
You did double penetration? She did double penetration?
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, did you like that?
Creative things. I'm adventurous, so I look at that like an experience.
Did you enjoy the double penetration?
I did. It was different.
It was different.
I did everything you could think of, I feel like, in the porn industry.
Okay. So
I didn't, I don't want to confuse people. I didn't just do it for the money. I did it also to try new things, to bring out of me. me as a woman, but also, of course, to get paid. I ain't doing it for free, baby.
Well, right. So, I mean, and so then the question becomes, do you enjoy the paid sex more or the non-paid sex that you just have with your boyfriends or whoever?
Of course, non-paid, because it's more private, intimate. I feel like, yeah.
So, in general, are the porn guys bigger than the, just the normal guys that you deal with?
It's both. I have a mixture of both, on and off camera. And don't get me wrong, a lot of guys who shoot with you on camera, we be doing it off camera too.
You say to do what?
Depending on the person. Like, say I could.
You say a lot of guys that do what?
Like, I could shoot with a guy on camera for porn scene, and trust and believe, we probably have fucked off camera too. People do that in the porn industry.
Okay.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Okay.
So it's not just always on camera. They be doing that shit off camera, and I've done it before as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, so what I'm asking is, does the size make any difference into how much you enjoy it?
Yeah. I mean, I've experienced the littlest and the biggest. I feel like, to me, it don't take a big horse stick to please me. I like a regular, in the middle.
Goodbye.
I've had dealt with tinier penises. I dealt with both ends.
And so,
but I like the regular average, like thick enough, and
if you had to choose between, like, horse, kind of regular or smaller, which one would you choose?
Regular for sure.
Why not the horse? Because
it's too
some people
big.
say,
like, it could, I don't know, it's just too big. For one, it's not like it's all fitting in your coochie, and for two, it's just, it probably could be a little painful. But I don't need that. I don't feel like, for me, I don't need that. But I do like a nice thick quack. Okay,
so you like a little bit of girth. Little bit girthy.
To fit mine was down there for me. I don't like those skinny pencil ones. But no, the skinny pencil ones is good. But I like more thick.
Like a little girth.
Yes,
ain't nothing wrong with
that. For sure.
Okay. So, all right. So, I mean, because I'm trying to figure out, I get it. You answered on the first interview, kind of why you got out of porn. But, if the money ain't flowing for you with whatever you got going on now, why not get back into it?
I look at that, it's just a chapter. It's just, we all go through chapters in life, and I do have another baby, of course. I feel like there's more to me than porn. Porn wasn't something that I thought I would ever do when I was a kid. It was always modeling. Porn just something I looked at more so for the money, really, in the beginning, like getting my boobs done and stuff. And when I did it, I was very great at what I do, but it's not something that I feel like it's just me completely. There's more to me and other things I want to do in life. But I just feel like it was a chapter.
I can dig it.
And it's did its thing. That's all. That's honestly what I can say.
What have your boyfriends thought about your porn and your porn career?
I don't really have boyfriends, but when I have,
well, no, hold on now. You was just dating. You was just all on the screen.
Beforehand.
Okay, so well, let's start there. Let's start there. What did the last guy think about your porn career and everything else?
They were supportive, but obviously not to do it forever. But they knew it's not something I could just cut off like a switch. And they weren't even my boyfriends, but they were men that had supported me financially, or just was, probably I was screwing, and they knew what I was doing, but they, I guess, liked me so much they didn't really care, because they knew what my goals were, that it wasn't supposed to be long term, but it was to help me in that moment to get to where I needed to be, if that makes sense.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you did a video with your latest guy, and I guess you said you're not with him anymore?
No, I mean, he has texted me some news and stuff, but I feel like now he's trying to give me that friend treatment, but I really
He texted you some nudes of himself?
News. N-E-W-S, news.
News. Yeah. Okay. I was like, I'm seeing your titties out. You said
but
news.
I never cared to respond back. I'm really trying to keep focused and put my foot down and be that boss. But no, really trying to be strong and know, like, look, you deserve better. Like, I'm still kind of like, I can still feel like I'm healing, but I know I deserve better. So it's like, just move on, Well,
because I'm trying to figure out, right? I'm trying to reconcile how you have this kind of what I consider somewhat entitled mindset, right? Where you're like, oh yeah, you know, guys did take care of me and da da da. So you have that mindset, but then you date like a homeless guy, and like it's not much that he can do for you.
Baby, no. Moving forward, I'm gonna be out there, okay? I'm gonna show.
Well, because
I'm gonna get them the businessmen, but
because here's the thing, right? Guys look at who you dated in the past, and they say, okay, well, hold on now. If this homeless guy was getting it for whatever he was getting it for, which is probably much of nothing, what makes you think that I'm gonna do all this extra stuff to have the same exact coochie?
But it's not that though. I look past that. I looked at his character, the type of person that he's trying. I look past that. I don't. That's the thing. That's where I get me effed up at. I don't look at people just for money. I look way past that, like how you treat me, things of that nature. And if it's just not meant to be, it's not. But I want a great man that's financially stable, got a good head on his shoulder. I just never had that. I never had that. So moving forward, I'm not gonna settle for less. I'm gonna get a nice, great man. I no cheater, because I don't do that.
Okay, so then what are you gonna say to the guys who have their stuff together, and they say, "Well, I hear all that, but for the better part of your 20s, okay, which is kind of when you have your youth, when you have your tight body, when you have your more unused vagina, okay." For the better part of your 20s, you just gave it up to just whoever, and you know, whoever could pay you money to do a scene, or whoever you was feeling, even if they was kind of broke and poor and stuff like that. So what makes you more valuable now that you're more used up?
First of all, I'm not used, washed up, baby, okay? I am a valuable
Go ahead.
woman. And I have a lot going for myself. Yes, I've had sex with multiple men, but at the same time, I don't just give it up having sex every day unless the money was calling. I've used protection. My cooter, my punani is still tight, okay? I take great care of myself. I go to the doctor.
Let me ask you this real quick. How do you know it's tight?
When a dude have sex with me. If I decide to have sex, I don't have sex all the time, baby.
Right. So
I don't be just having sex all the time.
Right. But
unless I'm into you, or less. Like I said, it ain't like I'm doing sex work now, but when I was, it's not like I was doing it all the time unless the money was calling, you know?
I get that, but I mean, how do you know that your cooter is tight?
When the D fits my thing, like when it fits, it don't feel loose, I guess. I don't know. Ain't that a guy for a guy to answer, not me?
Right, well that's my point. Is
or like when they insert, it feels like they have to like kind of like
just a little viscosity.
Not like force it.
It's a little viscosity.
Like,
it's called viscosity. Like, a little bit of pressure, right? A little bit of pressure.
That's how I can tell. Right. It ain't like they just swooping it like, unless you got a short wee-wee. Unless you got a short wee-wee. And baby, I'm not gonna lie, I had some bodies, but I look past the sexual part. Look past the type of woman I am. The things that I want to do, my goals. Like, look, you got to look at everything, not just because, oh, she had such and such bodies.
Well, I hear you say that, but that's not how guys are thinking about it. Guys are thinking about it like, well.
But who's talking about me in these streets, really? I can go to the hood, and all them dudes in the hood ain't gonna know me.
Yeah, in the hood.
I don't F brothers. I never did no disloyalty shit. Like, so how's they really gonna say that? It's either they're gonna love me.
Here's what they're gonna do. Here's what they're gonna do. So and we're talking about guys that maybe have some things to lose or have some stuff, right? And so those guys, like if they were to wife you up, right? If they were to wife you up and they're taking you out on the town and they're doing all this stuff, and then it comes out that, oh well, you know, she's got all these video scenes and all this different stuff. That's not gonna be a good look for a guy that is looking to be amongst his peers. He's looking to have a certain reputation amongst his peers.
I understand for sure, and the answer to that is actually a while ago I did notice. Okay, so this is what I said. Guys who I have did scenes with, I could respect that because they either paid me or we had an agreement, so that's cool. It's normal to see me on their page. But if it's like random people that I don't know, I like, especially through PHUB, I've had literally informed them and they gotten videos taken down for me because they don't own those videos. People really steal your videos to try to make money off of it. If I really want to, I can reach out to somebody to take all that shit down. Now, like for example, like ghetto gaggers, or like when I shot with companies in Miami, New Jersey, whatever, New York, whatever.
Right, they own that footage.
They own it, and I understand. I'm not gonna argue with that because they own it. But the random people that just took my footage, I could get that taken down. So I could have someone or hire someone to clean that shit up for me. And my man should just know, like, look, my woman, she's, you know, a changed woman. And we're going to stick aside this and move forward. That's her past. We're going to leave it at that. I see greatness in her. And that's how I'm expecting a real man to look at it. Like,
well, don't talk about no real man. So, don't.
No,
I love when women ain't never had a real man, but they know what a real man.
I need one. If I haven't had one, baby, I need one.
Right. And so, well, I get that, okay?
You love me, baby, or not. Or why would you want me to be single? Like, I want a man. Come on.
It's a bunch of single women out here. Like, women fumble they mismanage their vagina all the time.
A man who will love me. That's all in this.
So let me ask, have you ever cheated?
No.
What was the hesitation?
I haven't. I never really had a real man. I just want to be. I'm just a chick who want to be loved, and I haven't got that. I haven't got that fairy tale couple, high school sweetheart. I never had that.
So I hear that, right? I hear that. But are you telling me? Are you telling me that there's been not one guy out there that has tried to wife you up and treat you well?
No, but the recent one, he talked about marriage, but obviously he ain't doing nothing. Because look at me, I'm homeless and...
Well, listen,
hello?
I mean, again, you know, that guy, salute to him, man. I ain't saying nothing bad about him.
I've never been in a real relationship for a guy to say, oh, I mean, I had like guys, random guys say, oh, I want to marry you, wifey, you're so beautiful, but they're not my type.
So there you have it.
Picky, but okay, I'm sorry, I deserve to know
what is your type?
My type, I like them tall. I'm not gonna say the color wise, but you know, just someone who just take great care of themselves, someone who take good care of their nails, like no dirty long nails, someone who knows how to dress, have style, someone who loves to travel, someone who is big on loyalty, have family.
And so here's the thing, right?
Health and fitness.
So all the stuff that you're naming, that's like the dream guy. Okay, so like
ain't no dream guy.
Okay, well, you go check out a show like Kendra G Show. Go check out some of these dating shows and just pay attention to the dating scene out here in Atlanta. Trust me, that is the guy that everybody describes that's so hard and elusive to find.
They be the cheaters.
And so here's the thing. Why should that guy choose you over, let's just say, some other young lady that maybe hasn't done porn, hasn't done this, maybe doesn't have kids? So the 29-year-old young lady that doesn't have kids, never done porn, why should he choose, and it's just as cute or maybe even cuter, right? Why should he choose you over her?
Well, baby, I'm one of God's favorites, okay? And I'm unique. I'm very unique.
Okay.
I'm a great woman. I'm not a lazy ass chick. I enjoy life. I'm gonna get the best out of life. And you know, what's the question? Hold on, you said
why should he choose you over the chick that doesn't have some of the same baggage that you have?
Yeah, and it's because if I really true, if a guy really into you, he's gonna make it happen with you. And what's that saying, baby? There's plenty of fish in the sea. So we got 1 billion people on this earth.
There's not a lot of fish that you describe though. So like you describe tall guy, health and fitness, got his stuff together.
I'm just saying. Guy taller than me. I'm not saying you have to be a giant, but I want for him to be at least taller than me so I can look up to you.
No, I get what you're saying, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that hey, you know, those guys are not as plentiful out here. As you say, there's plenty of fish in the sea. There's plenty of women.
Maybe not in Atlanta, but there's a lot of. We live in a world, right?
They say Atlanta is a simulation. They say Atlanta is Grand Theft Auto.
They say this ain't the city, but I really didn't come here because I never thought about dating in Atlanta. I just moved here just to move here, really, not because I thought of dating. But this probably really isn't the city for that.
Oh, it's a terrible city for dating.
I don't do long distance. I definitely don't do long distance, but I just hope, you know, God blesses me with a man and like, you know, we all make mistakes. We all been through things in life, and that was a chapter, like I already said. And
so you feel like you're wifey material?
For me. For sure. And if they feel like I'm not,
so you tell me what are the traits or qualities that you have that make you wifey material?
I'm the type of person, I'm real big on loyalty. I'm submissive. I'm the type to want to support my man. I'm the type to want to be around him. Like, say if he's like, babe, come with me to this, you know, event. I want you to be there to support me. I want to do that. I'm the type to, you know, I can cook, I can clean. And I don't really like to say it because everybody say that. But seriously, like, I just want to be a support and love on my man like he will do for me. Like, it's a vice versa. And we just want to see each other happy. It's just happiness And loyalty and love is the main thing to hold us strong. I feel like relationships together, and no relationship is perfect, you know. But I just want that love, because that rules everything.
Yeah, listen, I'll say this.
Be with a man who's not gonna treat or hurt me, but a man who truly, genuinely loves me and respects me.
I'll say this. Love is an action verb. A lot of people confuse love with the feeling, all these fluttery feelings that people have and stuff like that. Love is an action that you display or exhibit every day. And so I will say that as far as love goes. But okay, so, show these guys or whoever what they're going to be getting. So stand up. Let's take a look at you. So obviously,
my body, and let me say something. A lot of people say, "How is she homeless? What about getting her body done, baby?" I'm not talking about the right now. I'm talking about in the future. I'm only 29. I still have a years ahead to want to do things I can do to my body if I please. So people need to stop acting like, why she focus on that? And another thing is, I got my body done before I was even homeless. Okay, let's not get it twisted. So, hello.
Let's see what you. Okay. It's okay.
Oh my God.
I don't know if it's sweat or something else. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's do a.
That booty.
Is it soft?
It's definitely soft. It's definitely.
So hold on, real quick. Okay, and so again, that's the extent of it, guys. That's it. There's nothing else going on, but I did just want to make sure. Cause let me see. Yeah, it feels soft. Like I can't tell.
It's supposed to be hard like a brick.
Well, I can't tell. Well, see, that's the thing, right? I don't know. I've had, I've dealt with women who have had surgeries, and so it's kind of
ass shots though. People be like, "How she had the most natural BBL, baby? You gotta go through rounds unless you want to do it illegal way." But you could definitely tell a difference. I have a nice figure. I'm happy with my figure, but eventually, if I can afford it in the future wise and I'm more stable, I will definitely support cosmetic surgery.
Are you not concerned about the women that died during this stuff or anything like that?
Yes.
Does that not concern you?
Health is a major key. You gotta take good care of yourself. That's the most important thing. You can't be lying to your doctors. You can't be doing none of that. And it's not that I'm going to get another BBL. I want to get hip fillers, so it's more natural. It has to do with your collagen that naturally produces. I'm gonna do that. But as far as lipo, trust me, you guys, I support what people want to do. I'm not telling you go get surgery. No, I support it. I'm not against it, but also I'm very into, like, if you want to work out, going to the gym, because I used to always work out when I was a kid. I support both parties. So even if you did get surgery, you still gotta work out. You still gotta work out to maintain that shape where your forehead.
It's 100% true. I know so many women who have gotten BBLs, and you cannot tell. You cannot tell.
For the person who says she don't wear her forehead, baby, I loved my forehead. I would get a forehead right now. I wear right now.
What's a forehead?
It's supposed to help you when you get your surgery, help like the swollen, and just help sculpt you over time. Okay. They be like, oh well, she didn't wear her forehead, so she got a little gut. First of all, I recently had a baby, but still, I could tell the results. And I used to be way skinnier than this, and my body was way different. Now I'm more curvier, and that's what's the goal. Everybody have different goals when it comes to this whole BBL situation. Just ask a question, baby, or subscribe to my YouTube channel.
So, just to kind of wrap up on that, right? So, you did get your channel monetized, right? Congratulations for that. Congratulations. And so, I like to call that at this point, I'm dubbing it the Marcus effect. I'm dubbing it the Marcus effect.
So it's been a long journey coming, and I am gonna give Marcus his credit, because I feel like his viewers came to my channel, and that kind of helped sped it up even quicker. But I was on the verge, but I'm very thankful for Marcus, and I feel like, and this is me, I'm about to say some real shit. I feel like God put Marcus in my life for a reason, because God knows I'm really excited. I was always excited about making my YouTube channel blow up, and he came in my life at the perfect time while I'm homeless, because some people don't believe I'm homeless, but I am. And he met me while I'm in that homeless situation. But I can only say, to answer to this, was God put him in my life, and that's why he gets the credit, because he obviously helped my channel get monetized just like that. And the only answer I'm gonna give y'all is God. God did that, because God wants.
Shout out God, man.
What I've cried for. He knows how long I had my YouTube channel. He knows my goals and stuff. But Marcus was a part of that, and that was only because of God.
Hey, listen, he gets all the credit.
Yes.
He gets all the credit. All right, so All right, well, listen, this was fun, you know. I think people are going to have a lot of speculation because you're up here on my rooftop. But I just want to make it clear again, okay? We have never done anything, and we will never do anything, right? Like,
cool people.
Right, I was about to say, I'm not on that wave at all.
And I'm about my business. I know how to be professional and everything. And if well, I ain't going to say too much, but I know how to be professional. And he's a professional guy, you guys. He may want to get a little, you know, this, that, but at the end of the day,
It gets a little spicy, right?
Yeah,
But
spicy.
that's
it.
Listen, man, that's entertaining.
He's a professional man, you guys, so don't get it twisted.
All right. Well, listen, we really appreciate you as always, and definitely. And by the way, as far as the OnlyFans, so did you post any more content, or what's the deal with the OnlyFans?
I did post it. Well, it's a paid post, but I did show some love. But it is my OnlyFans, you guys, is definitely gonna be temporarily. I only did it to help me make like money in other ways to help me in my living situation right now. But it's something to be long term. No, I have other things I want to focus on that you guys will see if you guys be subscribed to my YouTube channel, West Indie Collection, and just continue to follow my journey. But we only going up from here, baby. So what is you waiting for?
All right, well, definitely appreciate you, and definitely wish you nothing but the best. All right,
Thank you so much.
Make sure you have a good one, sweetie.
Bye, guys.